Now, I saw, like I said, you just celebrated a birthday. Congratulations on that, belated. And you were trending. I didn't know this was an annual thing for you. But upon, looking at what the video that you had posted, I saw it all over the national news that you celebrate each birthday with the dunk.
Yeah.
And at 65 years old, like I said, you can still get up. Now was that something you just came up with along, the way, or is that something that you've always, wanted to do for your birthday?
When I played, you can ask your dad, Sean. I was a dunker. That was my thing, was dunking the bat. I think I had 63 dunks as a senior at UCLA in 1977. They brought the dunk back in 1976. So it was always a big part of who I was as a player. I won the first Wooden Award. I got the trophy in the background to prove it. The first Wooden Award, based on the fact that the dunk came back in. The guy I worked out with by the name of Malik Abdul Mansour, he's like, people ain't seen the dunk. He's from Neptune, New Jersey. People ain't seen the dunk in 10 years, bro. When you going to come back, you're going to dunk everything this year. So all summer, we worked full court one-on-one, me finishing dunks. Every drill, I had to dunk 10 times, So when that season came along, I was just in great dunking shape and was dunking everything and won the first Wooden Award. So that's been a big part of who I was as a player. Came in the league, I was a dunker first 3, 4, 5 years. Then I got smart, longevity, forget the dunking, start laying it up, start, kiss it off the glass, pull up for the mid range, So the dunk has always been special to me. And so once I retired, a friend of mine who used to coach at UCLA and played at UCLA right before I got there, as a matter of fact, I wore his number, Larry Farmer, number 54. He was a leaper, Denver, Colorado. He dunked until he was like 48, 49 years old. He used to always share that with me. He was like 4 years older than me. And so he would always share with me, like, yes, I'm still doing it. I can still do it at 48, around 49, 50, he was unable to do it. So when I got to be about 40, I could dunk easily all through my 40s, no problem. So when I got 50, I said, well, I'm going to just see how long this is going to last. And so once Blake Griffin jumped over that Kia at the All-Star game about 10 years ago, my second son, Josiah, who also played at UCLA, and he's heavily involved in media. He produced his own and created his own animated TV show for Comedy Central, The Legends of Chamberlain Heights, and he's a writer for Anna DuVernay and the Colin Kaepernick series that's coming out shortly, and working with her on another project now. But anyway, he's like, Dad, I'm gonna bring the camera over and we're gonna come up with something special for your birthday. I think I was turning 55 at the time for this dunk. And so I had the idea, well, let me get a small little kind of Hot Wheel Matchbox car, and I'll jump over that like Blake Griffin jumped over the Kia. So we went to a health club. I'm like, Blake Griffin jumped over a car. I'm gonna match him on that. I'm gonna jump over a car too. So I pull out this little tiny car as a joke, jumped over it and dumped. So every year we come up with something. One year I snuck in the Poly Pavilion. They renovated the Poly Pavilion at UCLA. So I masqueraded myself up and act like I was, a workman, and I was gonna sneak in there and do the first dunk in Poly Pavilion, which I did, And so every year was something different. Last year was in honor of Kobe. I had a number 8 Kobe jersey that my sister had given me for Christmas, and I did it in honor of Kobe, and in honor of Kobe, but also with the dunk contest. Aaron Gordon jumped over Taco Fall. So my thing was like, instead of jumping over taco, I'm gonna jump over 2 tacos, and we had 2 Taco Bell tacos that my daughter said now that I dunked over. So it's always something. So this year it was just kind of the whole thing about the COVID protocols of being masked up and all that, and turning 65, and I was able to do it. And and here's the deal. I mean, the ball is a girl's ball. It's smaller. My hands aren't as strong as they used to be. So instead of 29 and a half inches, it's 28 and a half. The rim, 10 feet. Nah, it's about 9, 11 and a quarter. It's a little shorter. It's not legit 10. But hey, I'm 65. What do you want?
It's the principle.
It's a principle.
But my son's like, we can lower it to 9.9. No. I'm not going no lower than like 9.11 at the lowest. If I can't do it at 9.11, I don't need to be doing it. And I should have tried it at 10. After I warmed up, I probably could have got 10, but he got some good shots at 9, 11 and a quarter. So we just roll with that. So that's the background on the dunk, man. And I do it. Let me put this on here too. After I played, and during the course of my life, I went through some issues in terms of alcoholism and drug abuse, and just wasn't living right, especially post-retirement. got divorced, had a son that drowned in a swimming pool. A lot of tragic stuff that happened. And I was just on this road of sabotage and self-destruction rapidly. And so once I was able to turn it around almost 19 years ago, this dunk became a part of who I am in terms of staying in shape, keeping myself physically fit, spiritually fit, psychologically fit. And so it's just a reminder that, God has blessed me with so much. And I like to say I'm living two lifestyles in one lifetime. So the first lifestyle was negative. This lifestyle is positive, and the dunk is just a constant reminder that I turn that negative lifestyle into a positive lifestyle, and it's all good.
Right.